Hussle, where we spark conversations with influential people all over the world. I'm Asia.
I'm Destiny.
Super producer Bangledesh.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. First of all, I just want to say, before I say thank you for giving us your time, like, I'm actually so excited about this episode.
Yes.
The bangers that you have produced is just, like, crazy. There's songs that come on and automatically you just know. It's just, like, it's just different. People just don't make music like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have songs like that anymore.
We don't.
All.
So you're a legend in my presence.
What you think happened?
I think everybody's too focused on becoming viral right now. And for the moment, everybody wants momentary stuff. Everything's about the moment. You know, artists aren't being developed, so you just pop out there and that's it. And it's no passion. It's just.
I think it's easier now to blow up. So I feel like you don't put in the work to make sure like you're putting in the best of the best. Because back then it wasn't like you didn't have all the social media. It was just harder like to get seen almost. So like you have to come with it.
Yeah. You gotta impress people.
Exactly. I think it's more you have to like perfect your craft more back then versus now. I would definitely say it's easier to make it now.
Yeah,
versus
artist
back
development is
Yeah.
missing. Yeah.
What do you think happened? Artist development?
I agree with y'all saying. You know, it's just viral the moment.
Yeah.
There's no building a record or artist anymore. You know, it's like viral. To go viral, you know, it has to have like certain elements to a record. You know, that might not be a classic record.
Yes.
It's definitely a difference between
Yes,
viral and
it's
classic.
different.
I think
Yeah,
that's
for
a
sure.
good way to put it.
Yeah.
Back then it was more classics and now it's more viral, like for a moment type thing.
Yeah,
but
you
in
wanted-
10, 15 years.
Yeah, you wanted to definitely make classic, long-lasting music. You know, that was the goal.
Yeah, it's definitely not
That
anymore.
was just kind of like,
Yeah.
Like one person who comes to my mind as we're talking about this is just like, for example, Usher. He could do everything, but he perfected his craft. And now we have somebody like, no offense, because I love her, like Ice Spice. She's great, but when she went viral, she just came out and she didn't know how to perform.
yeah.
'Cause she just, you just don't have any training.
Like she just always went to like when all else fails, I'ma just twerk.
Turn around. Yeah,
When all else fails, I'ma just like bam, 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 bam.
No,
she got a
for
big
real.
ass,
For
so.
real.
Yeah, it's different.
But you know, people like that shit.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So before we get into the juicy stuff, I just want to talk
The
about your.
juicy
I just want to talk about your name real quick. I've heard different things, so I want to get it from the source. Like, where did you get your name, and what does it actually mean?
Bangladesh. It's just you know, I came up in the Ludacris, DTP,
Shout out
little
Ludacris.
thing, you know. So like some of the members, you know, in the crew, like some of the other rappers, you know. You know, we had relationships and shit, and like we just would use the word for like to describe cool shit.
Bangladesh?
Oh, okay.
To describe cool shit?
It just I don't know.
Did
where it
someone
came
come
from.
up with it?
Yeah,
Like, did
that's
Ludacris can't
Bangladesh.
come up with it?
No.
It was just something y'all said.
Yeah, it's
Out
just
of
something
nowhere.
we said. You know,
And that
something
shit,
we
and you're
did.
so fire that became your
It
name.
stuck.
Well, it became my production company and my record company first, like Bangladesh Records.
Oh, okay.
So, I was when I would record songs at a point in my early on, when I would record songs, I would do ad libs of saying Bangladesh, you know, to promote the company, you know. So I sampled me saying it, and I just started putting it in front of the beats,
Okay.
and people started calling me this. So this, I'm Bangladesh.
So you kind of just
worked.
fell into that.
Yeah,
name.
because in the beginning, like, my production took off so fast. Like, I really didn't have a stage name. I was just like my government. But
Oh yeah, they called you your name.
yeah, because I didn't want to just make up something I ain't gonna like later. So Bangladesh like really stood out because in the beginning, like my beats, when I would play them for people, like they would just be like, man, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different, man. It's different. But they would never record it. Like they would never fuck with it. And I really didn't understand because it was like me producing it is regular to me. But for the listener, it's like, wow, like this is different. So they ain't know how to do it. I would play beats for people and they just be like, they'll like it, but they never would like write to it because they can't.
It's different. It's
Oh,
that
wow.
different. Like,
So like I just took that little concept because I started to hate when people said it's different.
Yeah.
I started to hate that shit. So Bangladesh being a foreign country,
Yeah.
the music being different, it was foreign to the ear. I just started making up shit, to correlate the two things. Foreign to the ear, Bangladesh being the best. I
I
was
haven't
like,
heard that one yet.
yeah, I was like, really 808 heavy.
Okay, yeah.
Just on the drums heavy. So, I would say that. So it just started making sense, and it just came to me in my dreams because I really needed a name, but I didn't. I was just thinking too hard, and it was just right there the whole
That one
time.
it just fell in perfectly.
Yeah.
Why do you think people weren't like fucking with you and your music? I know you said it was like too different, but I guess what made your music so different and than other producers?
It's just a new invention. It's my perspective, so I'm bringing this new shit to a motherfucker's ear, and it takes other shit for people to see it work. You know what I'm saying? So like Ludacris fit that.
Yeah. 'Cause he's
Like
so
his
different.
style
Has to
fit,
be a
like
rare person
he had a
to-
different style.
Yeah.
He really didn't have a main producer in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It was like he was fucking with just what he liked. My style, our style fit each other where he can just bounce around on that motherfucker. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And do some crazy shit. So when people gotta see it and see that it works before they like understand. If you invent anything new, you gotta get
somebody
people
gotta
to
test it
believe
out
that shit. You
first,
gotta
yeah.
test it out. You gotta like, okay, electric cars, okay, this shit just drive itself
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah,
that
I
shit
didn't know
first.
about that shit at first, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
regular
like-
now. Yeah.
So like that's how I think that's how I look at music. You know what I'm saying? Like super producers have their own style, their own sound. So sometimes like it takes a minute for it
Click.
to adapt to the mass. You know what I'm saying?
But once you did,
It was just
Yeah.
up. So, okay. Of the following songs, I'm going to name a few of your hits, my personal favorites. Of all of these, which one made you like the most certain it was going to be a hit? Like which one you heard it and you were like, oh yeah, this is the one. Okay? And I'm not going to mention Emily because I feel like it's just not fair. That's just, that one's in its own category. All right, so there's Lemonade, Gucci, Diva, Beyonce, Bossy, Kelis, and 6 foot, 7 foot, Lil Wayne.
Say it again. One more time.
So Lemonade, Diva, Bossy, or 6 foot, 7 foot.
Which one I thought was a hit?
Like you heard
Off
it and
the
you
rip.
just knew, yeah, like this is the one. This is gonna be an eternal banger.
I would say. I mean, that's kind of like unfair. Like Beyonce is like anything you do with her and she puts it out, it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So
Valid, yeah.
I'm
Okay.
already like knowing that's gonna work. And it was Diva. I came up with that. And only she can do it. So it worked out. You know what I'm saying? So like, damn, like I knew it was gonna work. Yeah.
So with stuff like that, you make a beat, right? How did you determine that Beyonce was who you wanted on the song, or did you pick, did you give that beat to different
Well,
people?
I really didn't take that beat serious, at first. Like it was
Isn't that ironic?
it was like I had an internal crew. I had like artists that I produced in my crew. So I had a female artist, I had a male artist. So the idea was I was gonna recreate a Millie to make it say different things. So the female artists have her opportunity to have her diva moment. Then the other, I changed the other thing to whatever this nigga he want to do. It's just chop words that I put on the tracks. You know what I'm saying? To give it a concept and a vision. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't.
That's so interesting.
I never was like a producer to duplicate what I did. I didn't like to redo what I was doing. So I was just using that as a mixtape. I didn't take the beat serious while I was shopping the beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was playing the beat in the studio one day. Well, this is the real story. Sean Garrett, when Millie came out, Sean Garrett, you know, he started calling me heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you're like, man, if I had this beat. Man, if I had this beat, y'all know who Sean Garrett is?
Yeah, the writer.
Yeah, so that beat was so infectious, like he would call me and like tell me what he would have done to the beat if he had the beat. So we got together and we was working on Beyonce, but I would have never really pulled this beat out unless like some people, my people close to me, I was in the studio playing the beat and they like was going crazy over the beat. Okay. And I was like, this, I was like, man, this ain't you, because I wasn't taking it serious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I said, man, this is just a Millie. Nah, this is something else. This is the So like they convinced me. So when I got with Sean, I was working on Beyonce. Only Beyonce could do this. So I already knew like when things are, him, his position in the situation, and what I brought to the situation, I knew it was gonna.
Okay, so you were already working on Beyonce stuff, and it was kind of like this fits.
Nah, I wasn't working on Beyonce. This shit just was for Beyonce.
Okay.
Like
you just knew.
I did this for the mixtape. I wasn't thinking about Beyonce. I did this for the girl part on the mixtape.
Okay.
Because I had a female rap artist, so I just did that for that. I wasn't thinking like. Now when I made a Millie, I knew it was for Lil Wayne.
Okay.
But when I made this, because I don't like to duplicate shit, I was just using it for a mixtape. I wasn't taking it serious.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't thinking like I'm making this one for Beyonce. Okay. But once I got with him, with Sean, and he was already like hyped off this Millie, and I felt like this was kind of the same thing. Like it was similar things as a female version, a male version of it, which is the same thing I was doing for the mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So it just worked out, and he just wrote the fuck out that motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So typically with all your beats, do you see it more as you hear someone, you think of like who would be good on it? Or do you more so?
I mean, it's all the above, like people could reach out and like I can start making something for that person that
got it.
Reached out to me wanting something. Or I could just have beats already and I could sing. Like I don't really sing beats, but I can like, if you reach out to me, I could just go through some I got already that I think will work for you and send it to you. Make it on the spot.
Just depends.
It's all different things. You know what I'm saying? It's not one thing.
Gotcha. Do you have any songs kind of like Diva that you didn't expect to go where it went? Like you had a song that was hitting and it just
video phone.
Okay, you didn't think it would go up either.
Beyonce song. Yeah, I wasn't.
Right,
I wasn't tripping off that beat.
It's only the Beyonce ones.
Only the Beyonce ones.
I wasn't tripping on if I had the opportunity to, cause that was Sean with her, so they was going through that shit. She picked that beat. I wasn't. But if I had the opportunity to give her what I want,
that wouldn't have
been crazy.
It would.
That wouldn't. I wouldn't even have played that for her.
But he liked Sean like that. So that's why.
Well, I think she just picked it. He just played a variety of things, and that's what she liked. And he called me. He's like, yeah, she liked this one. And the way he said it was like, yeah, she like this one.
Yeah,
Like,
you ain't got no choice. This is it.
it was, But if I had, like if I know who I'm working for, or like who I'm giving something to, I'm gonna go crazy.
Gonna go crazy. Okay, let's get into, like I said, some of the juicy stuff now. Spice things up.
Juicy stuff.
Yes. Okay. So the dice in front of you.
Yeah, scary.
It's gonna be your best friend today.
The dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your best friend.
So you're gonna roll it, and it's gonna tell us what little segment or game we're gonna do. All right. People are gonna learn who you really are, your personality.
Yeah, something they might just not learn on the regular.
Okay, so you can go ahead.
Y'all
and roll.
playing too?
I mean,
it's just for me.
We could play a little
It
bit, but
depends on the game. We'll see.
Depends on the game.
I can't be exposing myself now.
not on my own show.
Depends on the game.
So whenever you're ready, just go ahead and roll that dice,
Just
and
roll
then obviously just a little. There we go. Okay.
Okay, 2. Okay, so we're gonna start off this. We'll start off real simple and calm. Okay. We're just gonna play a simple game of Never Have I Ever.
Never have I ever.
Yes.
And be honest, okay?
Yeah.
We are all about
I
transparency.
ain't never did a
here.
lot of things.
Okay.
Okay, we'll start real simple though. Okay. So, have you been to Freaknik?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Tell us about
Were
it,
you
because we
doing
haven't.
freaky things, or were you?
Yeah, Freaknik was
chilling?
that's when I first moved to. Well, I used to come to Atlanta before I moved here, so I experienced about at least 3 Freakniks.
Okay, good amount in your pocket.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta. Period. Atlanta it is in today's time that people know what's going on today. But back then, Atlanta was like the best underground city that it's the best thing going. You know what I'm saying? It's the best. Ain't nothing like it.
Yeah.
Like you can go outside and not spend no money and have the most fun.
Not
We'll
anymore.
never experience that.
Like
And
you
I'm
ain't
so
spending
mad
no
about
money.
it.
Like for real, you could just be in your car and you have fun riding down Peachtree.
Yeah.
So Freaknik was like, I mean, you could be on 85, north, like jam-packed. Like parked.
I heard it got
That's
a
what I
little
heard.
scary out there though.
Just parked.
Yeah, I couldn't
like,
even move your car.
Girls shaking their ass in the car with their ass on the window. Like that's real. It's real.
Very real.
It's real. Like,
Okay.
It's a dope thing. Like, and you could just walk around Atlanta. Like you'll find yourself on Campbellton Road all the way up somewhere. Like
Random.
shit is lit everywhere. It's
Yeah.
lit everywhere.
We'll never see that
No,
time again.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so next one is never have I ever. Have you ever tattooed somebody's name on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it still there?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Who? You're
A long relationship I was in.
Okay.
My 3 kids, my youngest kid's mom.
okay.
You never thought about covering it up? Or is it still sentimental to you?
I kind of don't want to do something and like take it away.
Go back.
No matter what
Yeah.
the situation is.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Everything
saying?
makes
It's
you
like,
who you are.
I ain't really like tripping about it. It was more like a desperate thing.
Yeah.
So if a significant other now wanted you to cover it up, would you do it, or just be like, no, like it's just staying?
Yeah, that's a good question because females, we can get a little jealous and stuff.
Because
and-
me,
I never had that situation. Like, I never thought about that,
It's never been
But
an
I
issue.
feel like
where is it? They might not
I
even
feel like
notice it. Where on
I
your
feel
body?
like I'm the man, so like, you shouldn't like ask me something.
Where
like
on your
that.
body is a tattoo?
It's on my neck.
Okay.
So someone's
So you'll
definitely
see
have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll lick on it and everything.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Someone else's name?
No.
That is insane.
I know somebody's had to do it to my name, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it to somebody's name.
I am crying. Okay, let's do like two, 3 more of these. We
Okay.
can keep them short.
Have I ever hooked up with somebody you're collaborating with? You don't gotta give us all the detailed names, but
Yeah, definitely.
happens.
It happens, but you know, I ain't one of them niggas that do like it. That's what it has to be.
Yeah.
that's
I ain't
lame.
like that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But this shit happens.
Yeah, because y'all be
Just
spending
be-
time together in the studio, so
Yeah.
it's like natural. Okay.
It's no excuse or some shit. But yeah, that's really what it be. It just be the vibe.
Yeah, just vibing. Okay. So last one will be have you ever went through somebody's phone?
Nah, hell no.
No.
You're not that type.
Nah.
Is it because you're confident and secure with yourself, or maybe you just don't even be with people who you think would be moving funny? Or is it a privacy thing? You wouldn't want someone doing that to you?
I kind of just think like motherfuckers be up to shit, so I ain't.
You don't want to.
tryna-
Ignorance is bliss.
I ain't trying to see that
If
shit.
you go looking for something, you gonna
Yeah,
find
You're
it.
gonna find something.
I ain't trying to
Yeah.
like look through your shit. You know,
Facts.
I have no desire to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That makes
I feel
sense.
I don't
you.
want to see nothing.
It always
And,
gonna
like,
cause
you
a
know,
problem.
It's
See nothing.
it's a double-edged sword though.
Yeah, it is. Do girls go through? You ever had an incident where a girl went through your
Hell
phone?
yeah.
Throw that shit at you. Woke you
Yeah.
up out of your.
Yeah, a girl
I-
ever wake you up out your sleep?
I fallen asleep.
Oh
And
God!
motherfucker been in my phone, but you can always tell how they mood is from
Yeah,
when you
when
fell
they
asleep
wake
to
up.
when you wake up. Like, damn, what's wrong? I don't know
Yeah, they didn't even tell you. You just realized
Just
it.
got a stank ass
yeah,
attitude.
like yeah, you know my I'm very observant, so
Yeah.
I notice the difference in your moods and shit. So I'm like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Right. Dang, but I feel like you're so nonchalant that even if someone even if you did something, someone found out, like I feel like it would piss me off because you wouldn't even act like you care, or like you're not gonna
Yeah,
explain yourself. He's probably just like, it is what it is. You know, like,
what can you say though?
right?
You shouldn't have went
There's
through
a
my
lot you
phone.
can say. There is a lot you can say.
You can't really. You tired at that point.
Yeah, should have
Yeah,
minded your
But-
business.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, you know, people done went through my phone, shit like that.
So, are you in a relationship now? You see, when it takes a long time for them to answer, the answer is yeah. He said someone's in a relationship with me, but I'm not with them.
Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Okay. Good for you. See, she's probably like, she's gonna watch that. You better have
with
what you
with
say.
my beat machine.
I was gonna say
my
we don't want to get you in too much
God.
trouble, but okay.
Pause.
Wow. I was not expecting that. Dang, I'm like, see, somebody's
I'm about to get some tea. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, you know, I love what I do.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
All right. So on Ear Hustle, we like to kind of do a mix of knowledge and entertainment. Of course, that was a little more of the entertainment side, but we want aspiring producers to be able to learn something. There's a lot of people that wish they could sit down and talk to you that don't have the chance. So I try to just be that medium for them. Okay, so we asked a couple of producers if they had a chance to ask you some questions. What would it be? So I'm just gonna ask you a couple and hope that someone can take something away. All right, so someone wanted to know, like, what are some networking techniques that have worked for you? Like, how do you maybe get in the right rooms or connect with people you want to work with, getting your beats out there?
Well, what worked for me, I think, producing an artist, you need to find an artist. If we speaking from like a production situation, like producers need to find an artist. Artists need to find a producer to really like create their sound and build together. So when one gets on, the other one gets on, type shit.
That's true.
never really like shot beats in the beginning. Like Ludacris was my
artist.
like we worked together. So What's Your Fantasy was both of our first hits. So like you have something to talk about at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't really like if you don't have nothing, you like just trying to sell yourself and shit. But if you don't have artists, you should just get outside and like bump into people, you know, network, connect, you know, get your resources up, and stay consistently sending music. You know, a lot of producers, they'll send something, they don't hear it back, and they just stop. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta keep consistently doing it, because even if that person is not listening to the shit, they gonna be like, man, this nigga getting on my nerves. let me just listen to this shit. You know, like when you see something all the time, you know, you pick it up after a while.
It's
you know,
like me
you just
asking
give it
him every day.
Yeah.
You're like, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but that's interesting you say that though. I know you said it like for producers specifically, but about how, you know, kind of go with the artist is kind of the same thing, because we've asked, you know, a DJ the same thing, a pretty lit DJ, and he also said, you know, get with the artist. So it kind of works hand in hand.
Yeah, the DJ works for them too, because like artists need DJs.
Exactly.
And the artist, the DJ needs the artist, vice versa.
Yeah.
But if you can get with a DJ early, and he's working clubs, and it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like you ain't really gotta be in the club. If you in business with a DJ, that nigga gonna play your shit everywhere he DJing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Basically, just need to make the right type of connection.
Yeah, you need to make relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with the right people, and constantly, consistently, you know, feed that shit.
Sounds like just being intentional too. Like,
Yeah.
Just don't go make friends with the door guy.
Nah. It's like real relationships you gotta build.
Yeah.
Like that's how Future got on with. He was fucking with a DJ, you know, at Magic City. I can't think of his name, but
Same with 21 Savage.
yeah, everybody like, you know, it's producer, artist, DJ.
Make a little triangle.
Ain't even really an order. It's just like that's what it is.
Got you. That's a really good point.
So it seems like, you know, the DJ and the producer, they're like behind the magic of the music. I mean, the artist has an important role as well, but I feel like, you know, we don't always see the producer or
appreciate
them. Like, how do we bring more appreciation to producers and recognition of them? Like, how do you feel about all that in general?
What's like the standard appreciation? Like, what's the?
I don't feel like for example, I saw a video go viral the other day, and it was a producer standing outside of Gunna's studio, and he was like, "I produced your song." I don't know if you've seen it. And so Gunna, you know, he stopped, took a picture with him, you know, and drove off or whatever. But I'm like, dang, so they don't even, like, artists don't even know who produces their songs? Sometimes, like, how does that work?
Well, I mean,
need that tag.
Yeah. You know, it all depends on the situation, to be honest. I don't know that situation. And just because he's holding a sign trying to get the man attention don't mean that he did his business properly, or he like a lot of projects nowadays are being put out and the business getting done later. So Gunna might not even know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you could have songs out, and if you have an attorney, the conversation has been brought up, but the business ain't done, and the project they will still meet their deadline to put it out. It's not like it's not going to get done. And if he's like, if he don't have any middleman in between him and Gunner, like sometimes like somebody could take your beat and get it placed on Gunna shit,
Right.
and you didn't know it. But the middle nigga say he did it. Like, you never know the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't really I really can't give my opinion about that because you never know how many layers it is and shit.
So
sometimes.
how do producers protect themselves, or young producers that are coming up? What should they do to make sure they get their money or get their credit or things like that?
You just have to get a legal team. You have to have proof that this is your beat. Sometimes these, young producers, they using the same things. So it could be a situation like this. I could use the same loop that you got. And a lot of niggas got, you know what I'm saying? But I got, I got a place first. It's on something major and people hear it. Then like the niggas that had it, they'll be like, I did that.
Right.
Or but it's like a loop pack. It came in a loop pack. Yeah. Everybody got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's many little different things, and the producers be so young. They be like, they just want attention. Yeah, they just so me holding up the sign like he think this nigga ignoring him or he robbing him. And he like, nah, produce your song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even realizing all the stuff.
He just need to get an attorney and pursue the situation
the right way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
just making sure you have a strong team behind
you.
Yeah,
you need to put your team together, so you could be protected. You need to send the music properly, like email.
Yeah.
Sometimes your text messages erase after a while.
Yeah, so it might not be proof that you sent it originally.
So you definitely need that. Like, I sent this nigga this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So do you feel like how important do you think it is to have like a specific tag to you, or like a good one or a catchy one? Because it's some producers that I only know literally because of their tag. Like Metro, I feel like he's got that down pat. Take Keith got that down pat. Yours, you know who produced it as soon as you hear that tag. Does that have anything to do with recognition or getting credit?
Yeah, obviously, of course, like if something's getting played all the time, it's just programming, so you're gonna hear that shit over and over. So you're gonna identify with that person, so you're gonna start thinking anything they do is dope.
Yeah.
After if you hear that shit all the time, you're gonna be like,
you constantly hear
when that shit come on, like, man, I know this shit finna jam.
You already know.
I already know what this is. But that ain't like, that's just programming. That's just like, the producers I like, they never had tags. They just had identity. Like, they shit was like identified by their sound. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many niggas that sound the same. They need to separate themselves, by their tag. Because they using the same shit. They doing the same shit. They working with the same artists. And doing the same shit is cool now. Like, niggas don't want to be individuals. Like, they scared of that. Like, they think that's weird. Like, no, I want to be myself. I want to, everybody's doing that. I want to do that too.
Yeah, everything's about trend like, right now.
Yeah, it's trendy. Yeah. So
how do you find somebody to work with now? Since everybody's trendy and you're different, you have your own creativity. How is it harder to find artists to work with right now, or that you want to work with? That you would want to work with.
I kind of just fuck with those who fuck with me, and like if shit just happens, it happens. I've been working with young niggas like Fredo Bang and Fat Trails, Chloe.
Yeah.
Just like the kind of more today or right now. I just always bring my perspective to the situation. I don't really like try to change what I do, because what I do is like the important part.
Yeah, it is. what you do has already been built and established. It's already great.
So I like to just give them something that is different for them, like they might not usually do, and make it make sense where it's not. It don't make them look crazy. It makes them like gain a different audience.
So you kind of challenge them.
Yeah, I do.
Definitely.
Without without speaking though.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
you challenge them
like Lemonade was kind of like, if I would give an example, you know what I'm saying?
Of like a challenging piece to
more like a different thing to Gucci's.
I can see that.
Thing, you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like more
but
pop,
that's what blows.
Yeah.
More mainstream.
Yeah.
In a sense, you know?
Okay, so one last question before we go into another game. You mentioned like more mainstream pop. What if you could pick another genre to work with besides, you know, like hip hop, rap, pop? What would you want to dabble in? Like,
I mean, I do R&B music. I mean, I do anything.
like
that's
country?
dope.
Yeah, have you done country?
Have on
Yeah, I
country?
do anything. Like I'm a super producer, so I can produce anything
Period.
that's gonna be my vibe of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would
like
love
I'm
to
not
hear.
one dimensional person. Like I'm not like, you know, you just hear what you hear, like the tags you mentioned, you just hear that. You're not gonna hear a plethora of artists from Beyonce to, you know, Lil Wayne to like so many like different types of Kesha,
Right.
this, that, bam, bam. Like that's super producer shit. Like that's not one dimensional shit. So it's a pop sound. There's a pop urban culture sound. You know what I'm saying? That people don't have. Like you either like trapped out or you like pop.
Yeah.
But you
not.
never had the both things.
Yeah.
Like that get the culture and like move the culture.
That's what separates
You know
you
what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Definitely.
So that's super producer shit. So yeah, like country do, like I feel like I inspire country music. When I hear country music, they use 808s. They be using like all this like bounce 808 shit I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I influence that shit. When I be hearing little shit, I be like, damn.
Wait a minute.
These niggas like they're doing it now.
Missing a check.
Right.
They're doing that now because like
That's crazy.
hip hop is like
So
the
popular,
is the popular shit, and I feel like I kind of like helped shift.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't listen to country music, so I don't really know.
I like some songs, but they have to, like you said, it has to be those catchy.
Yeah. They
Or
always
that
got a
have the-
catchy little
Right.
like.
Exactly.
Country music is like the bright side of like emo music now of rap. You know, kind of
bright side.
like you know the emo rappers like damn I can't
Like
the Rez, the Shine,
yeah.
and them niggas like if they would like you
Give
can give him a country beat
For sure.
and he can like fuck it up.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Let's do one more. We can maybe do two more, but let's do one more roll the dice. So, I was very interested in how you answered some of those never have I ever questions. Let's get a little juicier.
A little juicier.
Let's get a little juicier. Don't scare them away.
A little juicier.
2-3.
23
Okay.
Jordan.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna
Definitely. Y'all like that
hotter
one?
shot. Let's
Hotter
give you a little.
Okay.
Hotter shot.
This is basically, let me just explain it. We're going to say like a quality or characteristic of a woman. You just basically, it's like, is it a turn on or a turn off?
A quality of
Yeah, and we can do this
Or
one with
not
you.
just
So,
qualities, but just, things
Y'all
that
gonna
they
give
do.
me the qualities.
Yeah, so if it's hot, we just do a thumbs up.
Okay.
If not, we'll drink.
Oh, yeah, you can use your paddle. Green is you like. I guess.
Okay. Green I like. Red I don't.
Yes.
I'm gonna just put it on green for now.
All right, let's run through some of these. Okay, I'm gonna just go
And
fast because I
sit
got a little
because
list.
You're killing the tequila, so we have to make it last for this round.
Oh, for real?
You're just
Oh, because if he doesn't like it, he has to take a shot.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Y'all pouring them shots a little too thick.
You're drinking them too fast.
Nah, I'm sipping this one.
Okay, all right.
But I think she put that like double shot in that motherfucker.
She probably did.
Yeah, double shot.
Okay. White toenails. Yes.
I love them shits.
Yeah. Are your toenails white right now?
Yes.
I love white toenails.
For sure.
Your feet gotta be artwork though.
You ever went on a date with somebody and she just had some busted feet? Like you was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Is it a make or break for you?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, you didn't go on another date with her.
It's a make or break for the feet.
A female that wears excessive amount of jewelry, like right now it's the thing in females gotta have these big ass chains.
Female or male, 'cause
Like
we're playing.
what the niggas wear.
Yeah, females are like that now. Like they want to have
It's a
these
no for me.
big
Like,
ass.
would I date her or like?
Yeah,
what is
like
the question?
do you find that attractive a female?
Attractive?
Like
it
yeah,
depends
like
what you're doing. If you're a rapper, like it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like if that's what.
Because that fits your persona.
That fits what you're doing, but like. That doesn't make or break anything, but that's not like the type of females I kind of like.
Yeah.
That my energy attracts.
Yeah. Okay. So in the middle.
And about you? What about you? I put red up so fast.
Oh, like do I
do
like
not
it?
want that. Yeah.
No, not really. I don't know why
I
I
don't.
hesitate.
It doesn't really like. It
Yeah,
doesn't
like
really
it makes
matter.
or
Depends
breaks.
what the situation is
Yeah.
for real.
Okay.
Like it really depends what's going on.
Yeah, I'm the only one with a confident no.
Yeah, it's like in the middle. Okay.
Do them like back to back so we don't take too long.
You like a girl that swallows hot or not?
A girl that swallows. Well, I don't really like. It depends if that's all she doing. If like all I'm doing is getting some head. I would like to
You want the grand
bust my nut inside. Like that's the thing
Yeah,
for
you need
men.
the
Like
last-
for me in particular, like I like to. I don't want to pull out to bust my nut. I want
Yeah.
to stay inside. So if that's all she doing, but I don't want to bust a nut and I'm finna smash though, cause I don't even want
You'd
to
rather
nut.
it be then during the sex than the head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so
Cause
strictly
if
head.
I nut, it's over with for a minute.
Okay, strictly head. We like the transparency, but strictly head, you're not fucking.
Strictly
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
yeah, I want to bust inside.
Yeah, don't spit. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want all that spit running down my butthole. I don't like that messy shit. I
If
like
you're listening and you ever
I don't like that
present with
shit
the
running down.
opportunity,
I
you know
feel
what to do
uncomfortable.
I thought guys like when it's all
Well,
dripping down.
I'm the real nigga. Like I'm not the new niggas. Like
Yeah, it might be a new nigga
I don't
thing,
like the sloppy dripping down my butt crack. I gotta wipe my butt. Like I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that. Just keep that shit.
I just thought about that difference
if
though.
if you are spitting, like suck that shit back in. Suck it back in. Like don't leave that pile of, I don't want to see that shit.
Definitely are more into
maybe
this
it
sloppy
is,
thing.
yeah,
I ain't with that sloppy
You're
shit.
right.
Like I'm a neat
That's very
nigga.
true.
I'm tedious about shit. I don't really
Okay.
like it's a turn off.
Okay.
Got it.
That's interesting. Okay. So this is a one or the other. So petite or thick females?
Well, as I'm getting
won't
older,
care what you
like
say.
as I'm getting older, when I was young, like it didn't like it was like
Didn't
Yeah,
matter.
just
female's a
kind of like
female.
just
Yeah.
you just took them down. Like you just like, oh man, take her down.
Okay.
But it's like now, like as you get older, you kind of like start to understand what you into, like, and
Start to mature.
I think I'm a petite type nigga.
So you don't
I
like
do-
the big old fat ass, like the big
I
old.
do hear like more
Nah.
that same thing with like a younger person versus older person. You just kind of just think differently.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
hear
You have
that answer
experience.
more.
But looking back, like I was never into the big old fat shit. You know what I'm saying?
now
I'm
it's
just
kind of out
saying,
of
like,
hand right now,
like
though.
even like a thicker girl, Like I kind of like this, like in between, like I like that in between.
Okay.
And I really
Still
don't
want her to have a little
discriminate.
booty.
Like I like slim girls. Like I just whatever. If it moves, it's cool.
Yeah, you still want her to have a little, just a
Yes.
little ass. You don't want it to be a straight
Yeah, if
bag.
it moves, you know it's cool.
Okay.
And it
Do
really
two
depends
more
on
after.
the vibe. You know, it's like the vibe dictates everything.
That's true.
For sure.
That's definitely true. Okay, I'll do two more. I'm sorry, I lost my other train of thought. Okay, you want a woman who's
What you was thinking about? What you over there thinking about?
Look at the
Please. It's getting hot.
It's been hot here. Okay, you like a woman who's bald or just be natural? Just
Like
What you mean?
Hair
bald?
want her to get a
Vagina?
wax? Like you like women that when they're waxed and clean?
All bald
or
down there. Like, see, I gotta keep up with y'all. Like I'm so regular. I'm thinking y'all talking about hair weave and shit. Y'all talking about y'all talking about vagina.
Yes. Do men have a
I
preference?
I was wondering when the bald shit started.
Oh, that wasn't always a thing?
no, I try. I speak about this all
Like
the time.
when that
I be
shit like
swearing.
kicked in, like this is the move.
It's
you know,
another
like,
younger thing.
This is the thing,
Older
like, I'ma
people
get
don't
a-
give a fuck about
I'ma
it.
bald my
That's
shit.
true. Old niggas don't give a
Like
fuck.
you know,
Sorry, Dad.
You know,
Sorry, Mom.
I don't feel like everybody can get a bald joint, you know, because like if your shit ain't like sitting like a
Like,
certain
You
way,
just got your lips just
if it ain't sitting a certain way, like it could be looking
I can see
immature.
everything.
Like
So
it
if
could
it's-
look like a coochie,
If it's
like a little girl shit. Like I don't really like if you got
This
a
is not
pussy,
the
like if you
first
got a
time I've
pussy,
heard that.
like if your shit fat, your clit like hanging and shit, it's cool. But like if it's like
if it's
if it's still like tiny and shit, I ain't really.
It's giving
I don't
kid.
really. It's giving like I shouldn't be doing this type of shit. It don't matter how old you are. It
But
just
you
don't
wouldn't
feel
notice
right.
if there was hair there, basically.
no, you would notice.
I just was wondering when that shit kicked in because like I came up in the hair era. Like
hair
you might like line your shit up, take it
Line it
little
up.
low, put a one guard on that motherfucker.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? And that shit be, you know, be sitting real smooth. But some girls, you know, they got the reefer seeds, and they shit curl, them shits curled up and shit, you know. So I get it, you know, they want to take that shit off. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
especially
especially my African.
swimming,
Huh?
like if you go
Stop him.
swimming.
You know,
Stop him.
it
He's
depends
gonna-
on
he's gonna get
what your
flushed.
hair grade is, what your vagina hair
publicist
grade
is telling
is.
you
You know
to
that
be
shit could
quiet.
curl up like
Oh my
reefer seeds,
God.
you know.
But you know what?
Or you could have the Hawaiian silky.
What is that?
You know, I like the little hair. I don't want the little triangle patch.
I was gonna
above
say the triangle.
I don't
What
like
about the one
that.
line? What about the one
I don't like
line?
the landing. No,
landing strip?
no, don't do none of that. That shit is no. Don't do that.
Getting upset. He's
Okay,
getting
well,
upset.
no landing strips, no
Like
triangle.
if you got a real like if you got a like a looker
This
like
is
if
the
your
most
shit like
excited
really
he's
popping
been the whole
like the ball shit is cool, but if you ain't got that, leave that alone. If you don't have that, like leave some hair there, like that little
Cover it up.
the real the old school, not the hairy joint, just the like the good one guard
calm
and the
layer.
lineup by the barber.
Use the line up.
You know,
So not a bush, just a little
not a
sheet.
bush.
Okay,
The
no
little-
bush.
Yeah, and
No
take
bush.
the like you could take all the hair
Trim it up.
in between the you know the booty hill area. You can take that
No
away.
booty hair.
If it's laying down, it's cool. Not like the reefer seed hairy shit.
Oh my god.
Reverse.
Not that, but it's cool. If you got that, it's cool. I ain't really tripping.
So stop with this next question. I can't take it anymore.
Nah, that's cool, but
It's too much.
I don't know. It's like it
Okay.
depends. You know,
You were about to
I
ask
can never
more
give you a
questions.
solid answer because like my experience
This whole
is like
time he's been
you
twirling
cannot
around.
really.
There's no green or red.
People with a lot of
of
experiences can't give you a like it's not
straight
really a yes or
answer.
no.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Well, how about this one? Our last little one. Okay. You like hot or not? Do you like your I'm sorry.
Oh God, you know this is gonna
like
be
it warm or
juicy
cold, or?
if she's
No,
laughing.
you like your gooch getting licked? You want to
Nah,
like
nah,
a
nah,
female
hell
to go
no.
that far?
Nah, that's
Is that too
too
far?
close.
like you.
So that's
Oh no, the what?
It's the in
goose-
between.
Okay,
The,
I
like,
just
leg
learned this.
between the
I learned this what that word was, but nah, you ain't gotta do that to me. You ain't gotta do none of that to
Keep
me.
it simple.
You ain't gotta do none of that.
Okay, so you have to take a shot because that was a not then. That was a
Yes,
red.
you're only
You
only
ain't gotta
confident
do
red.
none of that
Everything
to
else,
me.
it's a
I pass on
situational.
all the gooch, the booty.
It's
None
a
of that.
situational thing.
But
None of that.
maybe that's a young nigga thing too, because I feel like
Nah,
niggas
these
say,
old
like,
niggas be on that shit,
why
too.
they
Yeah, no.
These
so that's
different-
what they
that's
be
some
rapping
different
about
shit.
or something.
Yeah, I just can't get with that. It's a
So you never dead bug.
dead bug.
Jesus H.
What's that?
Abort.
It's a position that you have to be in that doesn't really.
That's what the dead bug is.
It
I guess
doesn't-
your
it
legs
doesn't-
and
it doesn't-
arms in the air.
Do it.
If you're a real
Show
man,
him what
or
it is.
you're a real nigga, a real man, you can't
asked
really
what a dead bug
compromise
is.
yourself
Show him.
with that position.
You know, like your legs is up, your arms up, you lay on
Dead
your back,
bug, like-
because it's a dead bug. You know, when bugs die, they lay on their back and they.
See, that's the compromising position. I just would never put myself in with a female. Like,
Oh my.
no matter, like, I'm a type of person, it don't matter how good some taste or how good some feel. If it compromises my manhood, I would not do
I was gonna
it.
say that.
I just wouldn't do it.
If it's starting to get into the.
Now, I've been tried.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when somebody tie you
Someone
down,
Motherfucker tried,
They try to eat your ass.
They
You
tried.
didn't let them.
They tried to eat my they tried to do that,
They
and
try
it
to
was
toss
weird.
your
It
salad.
was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Before this shit was a thing.
even a
Before
thing.
it's a thing.
Before
It's
it was a
definitely
thing.
So she must have been a freak.
And it was
for
like
real.
I was fighting with her, right?
Back up.
I was fighting with her. Not physically putting hands on her, but like, she I was laying on the bed. She was giving me head, like, but she was laying between my legs, just casually, doing the thing. But then all of a sudden, she like scooped my legs up, like under her shoulders, like, and I was like, I was caught off guard. I was like, man, what the fuck's going on?
I've been compromised.
And I'm like, and she started like going towards, and I'm like, yo. So I started squeezing my shit tight.
Trying to suffocate.
I started squeezing my ass cheeks tight, like tight. So then I'm like, when I try to move her with my legs, I'm trying to like, not trying to like wrestle with her because I'm a nigga. So I'm like, I feel goofy, like trying to out strength her. Like I'm trying to like. So when I started to do that shit, she started to like. She looked at me like,
Felt some type of way.
nigga, why you ain't?
Take this.
I'm used to a nigga like taking this shit. Like that's how she looked at me, like I was different, and we struggling with each other, like it's back and forth. So I'm like, it just wasn't right.
Yeah, that's a freak. That's a real.
It wasn't right. I'm like,
He
what
was
you
trying to
doing?
show
She's
her
trying
he
to turn
wasn't
me out.
into
Like,
it.
I'm like, nah, with it.
Oh my god.
So it was, it was a struggle, but I ain't with all that shit. Like you can't get me to do nothing that I ain't with. You know what I'm saying? Sexually, you can't get me to do
No
nothing.
matter how good it is, he said. You're giving.
Nah, not if it's a compromise in my manhood. Like I'm a real man. I'm from a different era. I ain't like the new niggas.
Yeah.
I ain't like the new niggas.
You're giving the blueprint for people watching. It's like now, no one's really gonna fuck. Everyone's gonna come knowing exactly what to do.
Yeah, I ain't with the new niggas. But I mean, them niggas be liking that shit. They
Yes, they
look
do.
for that shit. They out here doing. They out here.
They
looking
look for what
it.
girls eat. That girls that will eat their butt.
Yeah,
Oh.
they looking for that.
Oh. Wow.
They announcing it. And they
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Where they at?
I know
Where
it's
they
a
at?
new thing because they
I
kind
need
of
a girl to
so
where they at?
Women though, what is it?
But will you eat a girl's ass? That's different.
I have put my tongue in a girl's ass before, but it's not like I'm just eating ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just something to do because like you've been doing so much for so long. Like it's like okay, let me
let me
just do it. But
do it for you.
it ain't
Someone
like
you've been
I ain't
with
an
for-
ass eating nigga while I'm just eating ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't really
Is that a
what I'm doing.
requirement for you?
I don't
That
like
nigga
my
has to
ass
get your
ate.
ass-
I don't
eat
like
your
it.
ass.
No,
Yeah, not
I
all
would like
girls
for
like
you
that
not
shit.
to.
They ain't like that
Actually, like no, I'm not into that.
Eating ass.
You're into that. I'm not.
Wait,
And
who said I was into that?
I know.
Most niggas that eat ass
You don't have
shave their
you don't
face
have
bald.
to front for the camera.
I never said I liked it.
Most niggas that eat ass got like they shave their whole face bald, or they got a thin little mustache on top of their lip.
Next time I see somebody with a mustache, I'm gonna
It's
know.
like a thin little mustache sitting on like
predator
trick daddy,
strip.
like trick daddy mustache.
Yeah.
Got
It's
a
kinda
trick daddy
predator.
mustache
Oh my gosh.
or a
okay.
little boosie face. Like,
Oh
go
my
ahead,
gosh.
you know.
Okay, I promise I've had enough of these questions. I think someone was entertained, so we can stop. I have to catch my breath. That was a lot. I didn't expect you to be
Yeah,
on this
man,
type
you
of
know,
Yeah,
y'all
I
on
didn't
this type
either.
of
It's the
shit though. Why
liquor.
y'all blaming the man?
It's-
See, that's y'all always do that shit. How I'm on this type of time. Like, I came to y'all
we didn't
show.
ask the question.
How you know? I'm just
You're
answering
right.
the question.
I appreciate the transparency.
Yes, I appreciate the
I
honesty.
didn't think you were really gonna give the juicy details.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I
that's
I thought it was
great.
like
appreciate it.
I got
yes or
stories.
no,
I got
but it was
stories,
like,
you know.
Wow.
I got stories. I got funny stories.
Okay, we'll save those stories for another time. We might need a whole segment on just like Bangladesh's crazy stories.
Yeah, facts.
But the people are not ready for that yet. So let me just we're about out of time now. So I just want to ask a couple more things that aspiring producers can learn from. Okay, so first, how do you just getting into like financials and stuff? How did you determine your prices for your work, and like what advice would you give to people? Maybe coming up, it's like, dang, like how much should I charge for this beat? Like,
Yeah, how do you know your value?
basically.
The value just really depends on who you working with, and it's a lot of layers to that question. You know, like
Yeah.
it depends on where you at in your career. You know, like if you beginning, like if you just started, if you just got a first placement, if you're a situation where you have a single that's popping, or you either got something to live off of or that's lit in the moment, or you just trying to get on. It's two different things, you know what I'm saying? Like it depends. But once you get going, like if you was popping, you can kind of base your price based off of the artist. That's how I kind of move.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't charge Lil Wayne what I would charge a nigga that I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't like charge Lil Wayne like, yeah, nigga, give me
just
100,
Lil Wayne,
nigga.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what the outcome is, the possibility is with this situation. I wouldn't charge Beyonce that type of thing. But see, certain artists, they want to just pay you.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though I would like probably not charge Beyonce based off of the outcome that this situation is gonna present it, you know, is gonna turn into something. But she, you know, she expects you to
Give some good
get
word.
something, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I could be
okay.
like 50, 100, and be like,
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like if I know this song is gonna like do something, I might not like
Charges.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
if I know this shit ain't finna do nothing and you like this,
Need my money up front. Got you.
give me some.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I always charge, but it just depends what I'ma charge. You know
Okay.
what I'm I'm saying?
Situational.
And like even, new artists, they should probably just, the best thing for new producers and artists is to get with each other. So you're not getting jerked at the end of the day, because you gotta like send your music to niggas, and like you can never like keep up with, if a nigga like your shit, you gonna be holding a sign up at gun, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to catch up with what you put out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the best thing is to make the two things come alive and create a sound where you're like Billie Eilish and the dude that does her music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a thing that y'all did together.
Yeah.
And,
Her brother.
it's together. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all found each other. It's a sound. And where the artists go, you go. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Gotta go find your better half in
Yeah,
music.
you gotta find your better half in music, for real. You gotta find that. You gotta find an attorney. You gotta find a manager. You gotta find like even a publicist, like a publicist before the manager, for real. You know what I'm saying? If you have those little, those things, those dynamics, the DJ,
Yeah.
you can fuck this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Well, I was gonna ask what advice you had for upcoming producers, but you really answered it already.
Yeah.
So that's what it would be: just kind of finding the right team. Kind of
First,
in that
getting
order
your
you said.
craft together, like getting your shit where it's like, man, that shit hard. Not like what you think, and you wasting niggas' time playing that bullshit. Like you don't know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? But get your craft up. Practice on your craft. Get that shit up where you see a nigga outside and you not wasting this time.
Yeah.
With some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Get around people that's not telling you, like, saying yes to you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, nah, that shit could da-da-da-da, move, whoop. You know what I'm saying? But people that
Make you better.
that can give you,
some honesty.
constructive criticism that you trust. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Okay. Well, I'm sure a lot of people learned a lot from you, and a lot of people are going to be entertained. So just, is there anything you're working on right now that you want people to be on the lookout for, or anything that you wanna share before we wrap it up? Kind of in your chilling era.
Nah, I mean, I'm working with 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Chloe, and some new artists and shit. You know what I'm saying? But just pay attention. I don't really like to talk about what I be doing till that shit come out. You know what I'm
I saw you.
but it's some big things happen.
I saw you doing a song with what's her name? Ayanis? Is that her name? It's a
Yeah, Giannis.
Yeah. She's cool. I've worked with her before. I was doing some PR work.
She's talented.
Yeah, she is.
She work hard.
Yeah.
Fuck with her.
So stay tuned.
Yeah,
Stay
definitely.
tuned. Got you. Okay, and then where can people find you on social media? Do you just have Instagram, or you have other?
Oh my God.
Or you?
Really, Instagram is really what I be on. I got
Okay.
Facebook, Mr. Bangledesh. I got Twitter, Mr. Bangladesh.
Mr. Bangladesh.
Do you tweet?
Okay.
Every night, I forget about it sometimes. I really need to figure out what Twitter, like, what's the point, like, what they post up.
Yeah, what's the point of it,
Yeah.
basically?
Like, what is it that they directly, specifically post on there? I heard they had
I don't
like
even
a
use
lot
Twitter
of like,
anymore.
porn and shit on there.
Wow,
Twitter has always had a lot of that, though.
I guess
Oh,
that's
for
true.
real?
But
Yeah, that's
I don't know. Twitter's like the news.
So
no,
news shit.
definitely.
Yeah,
news
it's
shit, too.
just anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Whatever's on the top of your mind. It's just for
So
anything
what's
and
Facebook?
everything.
What differentiates Facebook
is
from
for
Instagram?
Facebook's like for, I think, more of connecting with people, posting
that you
pictures,
used to know.
family,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
Twitter is
yeah.
just where you could. I feel like Twitter is like where the one place you could come speak your mind, and because you don't post pictures, but you could come and say whatever's on your mind.
And you can't do that on Instagram.
Because Instagram's just about pictures.
you
more
can
pictures
put
and
words.
visual.
Yeah,
so
visual.
Twitter is more
just
like
what's
just
on your
saying
mind.
what
Yeah.
okay, I see.
If you just need a vent,
but they got videos and
yeah, if you want
Yeah.
to, but it's more so
but
to
that's
just,
not the important thing on
exactly.
Twitter.
It's like,
Okay. I ain't know.
Now you know.
So now you know.
Oh, cool. All right. Unless you had anything else that you wanted to ask or say, I'm all good.
No, I think I'm all good. Oh, I do have one question. If there's, what would you like people to know about you that you think, that they might not know?
That's hard. I wouldn't want you to think anything.
Okay.
What you think.
You just want people to have their own.
I want to be figured out. So.
It's giving mysterious.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah.
Just think what you think.
I'm definitely I think people think I'm serious all the time or something.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely.
I am, but
Oh, we saw that you could have a little fun today, so
I am,
you proved that
but,
to us.
There's a lot more
There's more to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it.
Okay. We appreciate you coming and being
thank
open
you so
on our
much
show
for your
today.
time. Your time
It was fun.
is everything. We had a good time,
And
like I said.
I lasted through all these shots. Y'all was
You did.
keeping
I'm
me
impressed.
from shots. I could have took 2
No,
3
I
more.
didn't want to do that to you.
Pause.
You know, you're trying to. You said you weren't trying to drink too much these days, even though you came
but
acting different.
I'm thinking y'all y'all drinking.
Well,
I think I outdrunk y'all.
no, we're not, man.
You did.
I did.
Yeah. This time. Well, now we know. For next time. All right. Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you don't already follow us at Ear Hussle on everything EAR.HUSSLE. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Thanks, guys.